Hello and welcome back to Base 911. We're still working on Looper's base, but I think we've made pretty good progress. We've cleaned up a lot of it so it looks a little bit neater. We've got decent oxygen generation in the base now so people aren't suffocating. We've expanded out our farms considerably, and pretty soon we're going to get this lavatory online, which would help a lot with both our hygiene issues, our water conservation issues, and our morale issues. So we really just want to kind of finish off these digs over here and link up with our water source over here and grab some wheezeworts, which we're going to slap down in these farming areas over here and try and get some closer to home farms set up. That is the plan. We don't quite have things lined up very well here, but we're going to rearrange a lot of stuff in the long run. This is all going to become farms, ultimately. But, yeah, as soon as we can get to this oxalite, that's going to help a lot with our miners being able to mine over here without having to come back to catch a breather. And then we're going to have enough water to really kind of work this whole system. I don't really want to just take the water from my water sieves and dump it over here just yet. There's some other things that I would like to do first. I'd like to have basically cool water over here. That way, as I get these wheezeworts, the chances of them actually being able to cool this stuff down to a temperature that's going to let these plants grow is going to be better. Food-wise, still kind of struggling. Still around a day's worth of food, which is not really where we want to be. We'd like to have a little bit more than that. Having a little bit more polluted water flow down to here, just for when we eventually need it. We have some hydrogen buildup because of our electrolyzers. Eventually we're going to start using that for power, but there's no rush at the moment. We don't have gigantic power needs right now. Yeah, I really do want to get these farms back online, though. And yeah, I'd like to get even more farms up here, I think. Let's go ahead and deconstruct all of this. Yeah, let's get this out of here, and we'll replace this with even more farms. This is not going to do anything, because this is all at 5 kilograms at this point. Okay. This is all staying cold enough. I've kind of opened up this area as well. I almost just want to create like a little fluid loop to help cool these areas off, but I'm afraid that I might cool them off a little bit too much if I do that. What's the issue here? Growth halted because of atmosphere. Yeah, because of the polluted oxygen off-gassing. Makes sense. We're developing more oxygen in this area as we kind of run out of the carbon dioxide. That's fine. If I need more carbon dioxide there, eventually I can get that without too much problem. We're just gonna set this to open as well. They shouldn't have that much work to do over here, but I'm not too worried about heat getting in from that point. This water is getting nice and chilly like I'd like it to be. Perfect. Let's also go ahead and start continuing on from this area. Like so. Granite. Does this form some sort of basin is the question. Granite, granite. Snow, ice, snow. It's close. Let's just dig down to here. Let's also dig across here, I think. And priority 6 on this and this. Okay. Not bad, not bad, not bad. We do need to set up sort of a polluted water storage area for these lavatories to dump into. I think we're going to set that up just right down here for now. I'm probably going to rearrange things later, but for now I think this is a decent enough spot to just sort of set things up. And I don't want mesh tile, I want solid tile. In fact, I probably want just insulated tile, actually. And we'll just set things up, like, right here. Yeah, I think that'll work. Farms are coming along fine. Need more food. Want to get these farms online, which means finding more resorts, getting stuff cool, getting cold water pumped into here. All that jazz. Okay. So let's go ahead and go with insulated tile here, I think. Igneous rock. And we're going to create a layer right here. Maybe not quite there. I need enough to fit a water sieve, I think. So we're going to leave that much space. And we're going to kind of close off the rest here. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Yeah, we'll just set it up like this. And I think we'll also go ahead and do this. This will be a little polluted water storage area. And we can have a water sieve next to it. I think that is the plan. This can go ahead and be granite. We can clear out this. And then we can just expand this out when we need to. By creating area underneath it. I think that should work. This oxygen from the oxalite is now going to help us out. Let's also go ahead and set up some tile right here so they can kind of walk faster. Also, I don't really want water getting into here, if possible. Just kind of, I want to have to go and try and recover it. Nice and chilly. Okay. Got more food going, that's great. I think we're also ready to go ahead and deconstruct across here. What temperature do I have in this area? Some of this will be a little bit too cold. I think that's fine though. Yeah, this should be fine. Deconstruct this and we'll create more farmland. What is the temperature like over here? Getting a little bit hotter. This down here is just a little bit too hot. Yeah. It's not great heat transfer right now in these areas. Yeah, I think we're fine though. Okay. I do want some more atmosphere, so I think we actually just want to dig in through here. Get some of this CO2, this cold CO2 to flow out, cool this area down. Food, farm tiles, more farm, please. Let's set up another line just right across here. Another line right across here. This is going to be awkward the way this is set up, but I'll work with it for now. And set up some of this. You can also go ahead and deconstruct this. Deconstruct these as well. I don't really need them. Hydrogen's all rising to the top, which is great. Eventually we'll just be able to put up a pump right at the top and pump everything out. Easy peasy. Let's go ahead and give a dig order here. That way this gas can settle as well. How are we coming along over here? Decent, decent. Yeah, I think ultimately we're going to set up our basin just inside this area over here. But for now, if it just comes along and drips out, that's perfectly fine. What do they have around this area? Igneous rock. We'll use igneous rock. We'll get some stress issues because they'll be running through a bunch of stuff that they really don't want to be running through, but we'll be fine. Actually, let's cancel this. Yeah, don't build that. Instead, what I want to do actually is dig down a little bit like so. Just to right here is fine. We can deconstruct this. Yeah, and we'll just go like this. And we will set up some scaffolding across here, basically. But then dig out the rest of this. Set this to a higher priority. Yeah, I think in the beginning I'm just going to let it flow all the way down. That's fine with me. Have our little pocket of oxygen here. Nice and cool. Yeah, this is exactly what we need. Okay. Let's also go ahead and igneous rock tile up this. Okay. So this water will warm up, but I think we have enough cold water up here that it's going to work anyways. I believe so. Let's go ahead and deconstruct this area. Start freeing up this space. I guess let's also go ahead and get our power back up to our research area. In fact, we're just going to deconstruct these and move them somewhere else. Stations. Research station. Let's go ahead and slap down a couple right here. Okay, looking good. Let's also dig up this, set this to enable auto harvest. Let's go ahead and dig out here. Ladder, granite, boom, boom. Dig out this. I guess we'll enable auto harvest, but I don't think this thing is going to last all that long. We're basically going to drown it in water. We might need to tile off a little bit of this, because we kind of have a natural basin here, but it has a break right here, basically. Yeah. So I think we're going to go tile, granite right here. Let's priority 6 all this stuff, get this finished. We'll set up like a pump over here. Doing all right on food. Let's plant more mealwood. We have 6.2 tons of slime at this point, which is great. Should be doing pretty well. A lot of oxygen in this area. That's great. Any major slime lung? Yeah, we're getting there with the slime lung. Let's set up a little bit more stuff then. Yeah. Let's go ahead and set up, I guess sedimentary rock is what I have. We'll set up a little bit of deodorizer action over here. Boom, boom. We'll probably set some up over here. Boom. Okay. Anything else I care about here? Yeah, let's get more farms up. Build up our food back up. This is set to deconstruct. We can also deconstruct these power wires over here. Are these online? They are. Okay. Yeah, maybe we just ladder our way up the rest of the way here. And deconstruct, deconstruct, get a little bit more airflow. Doesn't mean the water flow will hit here, but that's fine with me. Okay, let's start thinking about getting our lavatories online. Now that we have basically this all kind of set up, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and insulated tile, igneous rock, finish this up, and then I want to set up a liquid pump. Let's make this out of gold amalgam for now. And we will set up a water sieve. Fine with gold amalgam here as well. Set this up here. Actually, I do have other options. I do have some other things I could do. Because I could just not have this insulated. I could have this be in thermal contact with an area underneath it, and then I could do my heating there, and sort of take a modular approach to this. I don't have the automation to really make this work at the moment. Yeah, we'll just leave it like this for now. I just want to get our stuff up and running. And just sort of the rudimentary stuff that I need to operate this thing. I just want the water water surplus at this point. More than I want the heat management. We'll settle the heat management stuff later. Let's improve the priority on these. I'll put this one back up to a 5. We should have a big crop of mushrooms coming in fairly soon, and that'll give us a big food bump. Okay. What's the issue here? Atmosphere? Yeah, so there's some chlorine floating around here, which is not what we want. Alright. So I want to generate some more oxygen and kind of compress that down, I think. Yeah, I don't really have the algae for that, though. I don't want to set up an electrolyzer room over here. Let's grab any algae we can from these areas over here. There's not much. Not much worth getting to. No, let's not break into here. That's gonna just cause more problems than it's worth. Yeah, any little bits of algae are welcome. Okay. Installing more food capacity. I need more water. What do I got? Shine nymphs, pufflets, or a dude. I think we're going to take a dude this time. I know it seems weird to take more dudes, but there's a stress debuff that the entire colony will get when we take more dudes. So I'm kind of tempted to go that route. These things are just useless. I could reject all as well, but this guy's actually... Right, Abe is decent here. Yeah. Print another dupe. Everybody gets a new friend. Fantastic. This water is dripping down here. Cool. Alright, what temperature are we finally getting over here? 22.7? 32? Somewhere around there? That's reasonable. Yeah, I want my Weezeworts soon. We are going to go ahead and deconstruct these things right here. And we are going to set up some more flower pots. And let's go ahead and deconstruct this and extend this out a little bit. And deconstruct. Oops. Deconstruct. Replace those with farm tiles. What are we down to over here? These are getting to reasonable-ish temperatures. We'll need to pump some cold water into here to make this work, but other than that, we should be fine. And I kind of want to tile up this. Let's just go and slap down some granite across here. Well, maybe not granite. Yeah, because I'm kind of in thermal contact with all this area. Let's actually just go with insulated igneous rock all across here. Okay. Second Weezewort up here. Let's go ahead and set up another granite tile right here. Food, farm tile, more clay farm tiles right here. Okay, base is looking a little bit neater now. Oh, I don't like this. Walk up here if you want to deliver stuff. Not through this water. How's it coming over here? Reasonably well. Alright. Furniture, flower pot, granite, boom, set another one up here. I'm gonna start clearing out these areas. Yeah, once we get this stuff done, I could actually start doing some active heat management with like power systems and whatnot. But for now, more food, please. We're climbing up there in food now. And we still have this bumper crop of mushrooms about to go, so feeling a lot better on that end. Yeah, looking pretty good. Let's mop up any little liquid spills along common areas, just so people aren't getting soggy feet debuffs for no reason. Let's also go ahead and start mopping up this area. We're going to want to set up like an actual electrolyzer room at some point. You know, a real actual, not just having electrolyzers in the open air. That was necessary because we didn't have any oxygen, but now it's more important that we do things this way. You're pretty chilly, aren't you, Max? You gonna grab some Weezewort for me? What's going on here? This is... What are you doing, Max? Are you just going for a stroll? Where are you going? You ran down here to run up here to run over here? I'm starting to doubt. We need to toggle this to buildings. Let's get rid of these. Let's start putting everybody somewhere in the base. I don't know where, but somewhere. Yeah. Okay. Plumbing, liquid pipe. Have all these exiting here. Let's just go ahead and run this down through here. Liquid vent, slap one of these bad boys down. Liquid pipe. Run this in through here. Okay. Let's also just start cleaning up the rest of these areas. Still want more algae. More algae. Is there any big pockets of algae kind of left for me on the map? There's a little bit here. There's some here. Let's go ahead and try and grab some of this. Grab a little bit more algae. It's still worth it. Even though we have a lot of other operation kind of up and going. Grab more algae. There's some down here. I need to kind of break through this carbon dioxide pocket that he's created. Okay. I think that's fine for now. Can also get around here, get this bit. Yeah, I don't really want to expand the base that much. Right. We have our electrolyzers going. We're kind of out of algae. I want the extra algae. I want to actually be making progress in terms of getting more oxygen in the base. Okay. What else? Is that max gas pressure? Yeah, I need to spread these electrolyzers out a little bit more. Insufficient oxygen generation is correct. More algae, more electrolyzers. Just need to get the more water going, honestly. So, let's also go ahead and... What is our power situation over here? We have some awkward setups over here. I'm just going to deconstruct... whoops. I just want to deconstruct all of this. And we'll set up some power apparatuses here. Base, tile... granite, build like right here, and then set up like another one right here, maybe a little bit lower. This is with our electrolyzers right now. Let's deconstruct these as well. Alright. So we have our water coming in. It's nice and cool. At a temperature that we're happy with. I do want to separate out the polluted water from the rest. That seems important. Let's also, while we're at it, go ahead and clear out any little other barriers to more water falling. Yeah, I want more water. More water. I think we want to start hooking up these lavatories. So, power-wise, what do I have left to do? What I have left to do here? Let's grab some wire. Copper's fine. Run this like so. Looks good to me. Power-wise, I also want to hook up this. I could set up a separate system here, actually. Maybe we do that. Deconstruct this. Power, manual generator. Set up another one of these bad boys. Yeah, need more oxygen. Need to get my oxygen back online. More algae. Any other little bits of algae I can scrape from somewhere, just to bridge me a little bit longer. No major ones. Yeah, getting down to here would be nice. There's some more over here. Maybe I want to be working on that. I think we also just want to go ahead and set up more electrolyzers. In fact, maybe I just want to set up an electrolyzer room like right here. Yeah, maybe that's what we want to do. Just somewhere central in the base, kind of on the same level where everyone is falling asleep. Let's go and do that. Deconstruct this, and I'll set up like 3 electrolyzers just right here. Again, that's going to create some heat issues for our farms, which we're going to try and deal with wheezeworts, but better than the alternative at the moment. It also is going to mean that we want plumbing, liquid pipe, how do I want to run this? Okay, plumbing, liquid pipe. What am I doing here? Deconstruct, liquid pipes, plumbing. What's going on? Why is it? Deconstruct. Deconstruct that. And deconstruct this, I think. And then we'll just run the pipe through here. So plumbing, liquid pipe. We'll do this out of igneous rock. Run this up to here. And we will do a liquid bridge right here. Make this one a 7. Make this one a 7. And plumbing, liquid pipe right here. Okay. Set this higher. And we're going to say power. Disconnect here. And instead, I would like to set up a jumbo battery right here. Like so. Wire, copper wire is fine. And let's just go ahead and, whoops, hook this up. And get them using the lavatories, ultimately. Okay. Looking a lot better on food. Just need to get my oxygen a little bit higher. So, I want to set up like another power station thing right here. I think this is where I'm going to set up my smart battery. Yeah, maybe just like a coal thing plus a smart battery. Seems reasonable. Yeah, let's go for it. So let's go ahead and deconstruct this, and we'll also deconstruct this power wire right here. Plumbing. Let me get this all cleared out. Plumbing, liquid pipe. Okay. Oxygen, electrolyzers. Yeah, iron's still fine. Just set up a bunch of them. That's fine with me. And power-wise, we are going to set up some wires. And they are just going to run underneath here. Boom, 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 boom. We want to deconstruct this, and this, and this. And we can actually not do this build. That's fine. Okay. So, let's up the priority on these. And so we have the power connection. We have the pump connection. We are ready to just go ahead and seal this off. We will priority 6 this. Copy over to here. What are we looking at temperature-wise? Still a little bit too hot. 32 degrees, 32 degrees. Yeah, we need it just a little bit cooler. Need it just a little bit cooler. Once we get some cold water going in here, that'll help a lot as well. And let's also deconstruct this and this. Okay, so this is now flowing. These should start filling up. Okay, looking good. Power. Let's get ourselves a coal generator. Copper's fine with me. Let's get a manual generator. Copper again is fine. Oops, not there though. Oy. Power. Manual generator. Copper. Slap this down. Smart battery. Oh, actually, let's do this the other way. Yeah. So, power. Slap down a manual generator right here. Slap down a coal generator right here. Slap down a smart battery right here. Then let's go to automation. Automation wire. Let's hook these up. And then power wire, we're going to have the wire come out over here. Looks like a plan. Deconstruct power wires in this area. Cool. Alright, so we're setting up another electrolyzer area so we can get more sort of diffusion of gas, get more oxygen production. We've sort of burned through most of the algae that we had left, or that was sort of easily accessible. And I don't really want to spend time hunting around for more algae. I just want to... We have the water resources for now, and I'm getting my water resources up over here. Let's go ahead and deconstruct all of this nonsense now. Oh, I keep forgetting this. Deconstruct all this nonsense, please. Don't care about this anymore. I want them to start using these. This is a sealed-in latrine now. This is a washroom, right? This is a latrine. Alright, cool. We also want to start moving duplicates to sort of shifting schedules here, because I'm going to shut down this at some point and just turn it into a barracks. So let's actually work on that a little bit. We have all these duplicates basically on the same schedule. Not super great for us. We want to, for one, just kind of shift everything down, make people work a little bit longer today. In fact, let's do 2 hours more work today. And then we're going to add more schedules. Let's also go ahead and turn off shift alarms. I want to add a new schedule here. And it is going to be very much like the last schedule, but shifted by a little bit. So, playtime, bedtime, work. And I think I just want to kind of move half my base down to this at this point. Harold, Abe, Ruby, Meep, Nails, Lyra, Camille, Ashcan, Joshua, Lyra, Rowan, Banny number 1, Lindsay, Stinky number 2. I don't know. I'm not actually I'm not actually doing this correct. Marie, Ren, Banny, Liam, Turner, Ellie, Devin, Max, Nicola. So what do I have here? I have 20 and then 23. That's fine with me for now. Okay. I'll give these guys a little bit of extra downtime for now. That way, people will start doing the bathrooms in shifts, and I won't need as much of a bathroom facility up and running to get everyone kind of going. And we'll just continue splitting them into more and more shifts. That way, they're all taking turns using the bathroom as opposed to trying to rush and do it all at once. That will be helpful. No liquid intake. Plumbing. Liquid pipe. Is this hooked up now? This is. Okay. And then let's just run it across here. Maybe I don't want to quite do it just that simply, because eventually I might want to expand this out. Let's do instead. Do I care? There are a couple ways we could do it, because I might want to expand up to here. I don't know if I want to, though. Yeah, let's still just do it kind of the correct way. Something like this. And liquid pipe, igneous rock, across here, and then down here. Let me go back to plumbing. Deconstruct this one. Okay. Get another set of electrolysis machines up and going. Just so we have, you know, these not at max gas pressure, basically. Cool. Okay, looking good. We're getting to the point with the hydrogen where we want to just start burning it off, using it for power. Got a lot of it. And we have enough atmosphere now to continue growing things, so we don't need the air pressure that it provides, because we've got oxygen now to replace it. So we're in a pretty good spot here. Standby at, we're going to say 60. Active at 10. And I want to say that the battery recharge threshold is 60. Do I want this to take priority? You know, let's say 40 for here. And we will say 45 here. Okay. Do I have water flowing? Now it's starting to flow. Okay. And that should supply these electrolyzers. This looks good. This looks good. Okay. All set. So we'll get a lot more oxygen now from that. Go ahead and get rid of this wire. So, okay. Pretty long episode. We have our bathrooms up and running now, so they should be providing us with a net of water. We're going to use that water for electrolysis so that we don't have to rely on this limited supply. We can actually just get a lot more electrolysis going now and kind of just burn through the remainder of the water that we have just to get more gas pressure in all these areas, more breathability in all these areas. Hydrogen will also be fuel for us for a while because we don't really want to we're not taking this base to space, right? So a lot of a lot of electrolyzer builds, a lot of people argue are wrong because they don't really preserve the hydrogen, which is very useful as fuel later on in when you're going to space. But for now, I think since we don't really have plans to go to space, I think this is perfectly reasonable. This whole area I want to revamp and do something with. Yeah, I don't think we don't care about this stuff really. I just want to keep this area cool, which means I'm going to need to start up some actual good liquid tuning and whatnot. But I think we're pretty much set. Food is now going up, right? We were at somewhere around 40,000 at the start of the episode. Now we planted a lot more farms. That's just going to continue growing. Still 44 tons of dirt, so we're not running out of dirt at the moment. We will need to transition eventually off of meal wood into something else, but that's going to be a ways down the future, so it's no longer really a big concern. I think the bigger concern is we just want to get our farms closer to our base. We want to cool down this whole base, right? The issue is just that this whole area has gotten to be 40 degrees, which is not what we want it to be. Right, this is putting out 50-degree stuff now. We want this to be a higher priority. I can go ahead and set this to 90, doesn't matter. Get more coal in here. And yeah, I think we're set. A lot more oxygen production going. We're going to start setting up a cooling solution for all this. We've got our bathrooms up and going. Stress continues to fall, right? A lot of these guys are now at 0. Pretty much everybody is down below 50 at this point, except for a few people. Once we get sort of the remainder of our great halls set up and barracks and places for everybody to sleep and do their stuff, I think we'll be doing even better. And I'm ready to basically shut this area off. As soon as I get the scheduling going for these guys, we can basically have everybody, all 42 of them, just using this one bathroom setup that we have. This is a little bit sloppy, the way that I've been building things, but it's functional, so I'm going to stick with it. I wouldn't have built anything like this sort of at first pass, but I just want to kind of, right, speed is of the essence when you're dealing with sort of life-threatening situations. But yeah, things are going pretty well. I think the space is definitely turning around. Yeah, I think we're basically set to start just stabilizing and then expanding again. Okay, that's it for this episode. I'll catch you guys next time.